use this. So, last we left off, you guys had returned from the Polar Express. It was interesting. A lot of stuff had happened. However,
get yelled at.
You guys didn't get yelled at. You guys were able to exchange some gifts, and Phelan and Nessa, you received a couple of messages at the start of the crunch for midterms.
Yes.
Continue. We find ourselves starting after a month's worth of studies and crunching for the midterms. We start the morning of results.
Man. Oh man.
Okay.
And that's where we will start off.
Okay. So I assume we're all at the board where it's posted?
You guys are starting at your dorm.
Room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're starting in our room. Yeah, Nessa is having a hard time getting up because she couldn't sleep very well last night because of the terms.
Oh, Phelan's already ready to be out the door. He's dressed at the door.
Yes. Zen's knocking on Nessa's door, just like, come on. We need to see our results before Ramanik gets there. We gotta go.
And then Nessa is just super groggy, and she's got like sweatpants on. She's like, okay, is it okay if I go like this?
Yeah, I don't care. We gotta go.
Okay. And they're basically dragging her butt out the door.
Right.
No time for Mooglebucks ahead of time. We have to beat Ramanik there. He cannot steer his scores first.
Okay.
So, you guys wake up bright and early, make your way over to the results board, posting the final scores, the collective final scores of all of your tests. Covering over your Keyblade Mastery, your knowledge of creatures, knowledge of local, knowledge of worlds, and knowledge of magic. There's already a crowd forming.
Oh, jeez.
Of various students.
Zen's trying to just crane his neck over.
Phelan's jumping on his tiptoes to try and see over everyone.
You guys would be able to make your way to the front if you're able to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, push through.
Yeah, then we'd start politely pushing through.
Phelan does not politely push through. Phelan just pushes through.
Then Zen is walking behind him saying, sorry.
Nessa's just like patiently just weaving, like almost like sleepily just weaving her way through the crowd, not in any rush.
Faye, you find yours first. Now, to paint sort of the picture of like how the test scores work, the max one can get is 60. That is 100% plus any extra credit questions at the end of the test. The average score, so the very center of everything is 25, with 20 being failing.
So the average is bad. The average is people don't usually do well.
Oh, this is gonna break my heart.
I'm
Phelan,
so scared.
You find yours first. You scored 24.
Yeah, Phelan sees the number and just sort of locks up. His body just freezes and he just stares at it for a bit.
Zen, you see yours next, mostly because a student like taps you on the shoulder and just, hey, look, and you look up and you see that you actually scored rather high, up at a 47.
Zen is also locking up, but out of shock.
Right above yours, Phelan, you see Nessa's. At a 25.
Phelan doesn't see any score but his own.
Nessa, you do see both yours and Faye's.
She's just like, she just like lazily just throws her hands up and says, I passed. Okay, cool. Can we go to bed now? Faye? And then
He doesn't
she notices
answer.
that Faye, yeah, she notices that he's completely locked up. And she's like, Faye. And she like even like waves her hand in front of his face. You good? And she
He
notices
turns away from you.
she notices the score that Faye scored like a 24, and she's like, "Oh, you passed too. That's great." But she can also tell that Faye's not happy about it, and she's like, "We'll get it next time, buddy. It's gonna be okay. It's not the end of the world. We at least passed, right? Right?"
Now, mind you, the midterms are more of a gauge of where you're at in your studies. Not so much a, this is going to affect your grade.
That doesn't change anything, and you know it.
Oh, yeah, I
No,
do.
it doesn't change anything for Faye.
I know.
No, despite the best of Nessa's efforts, he's not even making eye contact. He sort of breaks free from the crowd. Finds a wall to lean against with his arms crossed.
Probably about the
are-
time that Zen snaps
any-
back to reality.
Do the rest of you...
Are any of the masters nearby?
No. None of the masters are nearby.
Okay.
Do you guys...
So Nessa,
Oh, I was sorry. I was going to say, do you look for any other scores on the board?
Yeah, I want to see
Nessa
what
looks
Romanik and
for-
the others got.
Yeah, Nessa is looking for Matthews right now.
Okay. I don't have that paper that had their scores anymore.
Matthews
so I'm
is
gonna have
right
to
up
remember.
Of
yeah.
Nessa.
Matthew scored a
Right?
27.
Yeah.
So he scored kind of decently. Romanik scored a perfect 60.
Of course he did.
Zen's shoulders just slump, and he's like, "Fucking come on, man! Can't
Nessa
have shit
sees
today." And he just goes and finds Faye's corner.
Speaking of
Nessa.
Romanik,
Nessa's
sorry.
yeah. Nessa sees Romnick's score, and she's like, "Of course he fucking did." And she just kind of like rolls her eyes and starts walking away.
Speaking of Romanik, you guys actually see him coming down the hallway.
Phelan leaves.
He is
I'm
not
Gonna run after Faye.
He is not making his way towards the board, but he seems to actually be beelining it to you, Faye.
Oh, Phelan's trying to outrun him.
So Zen and Nessa are probably gonna
but
catch
he's
up
quickening
after.
pace. I mean, he's short though, so Romanik can catch up if he
Nessa-
wants.
So Nessa immediately sees Romanik trying to make it to Faye, and she just immediately steps in his way and is like, "What do you want?"
Zen just puts his hand on
Faye
Nessa's
stops.
shoulder and it's like, "Let them be. Let them
Glances
try."
over at Romanik over his shoulder.
Yeah, Nessa immediately steps in front of Romanik and is like, "What do you want?" Not hostile. She's more neutral, but she's also looking out for Faye.
Gaia wanted me to get him.
Okay, cool. How about you go check your scored, and I'll tell Faye, and
I
we'll
already
take
know
both
how I
Gaias.
did.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
wanted
and she
me-
kind of looks.
She wanted me
She
to
kinda
bring
looks-
him to Gaia.
I
I don't
Come
know.
on. Let's just go.
Faye's shoulders slump. He just walks over with Romanik.
Nessa kind of turns to Faye and is like, "Are you sure?"
I don't have a choice. Master Gaia called me to her office.
All right.
You other two are welcome to tag along. She didn't say anything about that.
Okay, good. Let's go.
Cool. They meet. So Nessa decides to go with.
As you guys pass the board, on your way over to the office, Romnick places a hand on your shoulder, Faye.
He tenses at first, but then he relaxes.
Almost as if he's trying to keep you from turning back towards the board.
Oh,
he keeps his eyes
cares.
ahead. However, upon making your way back to Gaia's office, I actually have music for that. Hang on. I forgot I had music for that.
Yes, the Gaia's office audio. I'm so excited. So pretty.
Where is it? You guys knock upon Gaia's office, and you hear a enter.
He sighs and opens the door, walks in.
It's the familiar office, Lance. Low lighting, and you notice that besides Gaia, there is 2 other figures in the room.
Oh.
And you watch blonde and black haired turn.
Yeah! Phelan charges. Grabs them both in his arms.
Roxas and Shion just laugh
and
pull you into a hug.
And God bless Shion. Shion's figuring out she has to look up a little bit.
Yeah, she sees that, wait a minute, he's no longer eye level. She kind of glares. After a minute of holding you, you can feel their own tears.
Oh yeah, there's tears streaming down Phelan's face. He just sort of nestles into Roxas's shoulder.
And Gaia sees Zen and Nessa and just gives a nod and a smile.
He's just leaning in the doorway.
Nessa's
just as asking permission without saying anything.
Nessa's just like, she's also got tears streaming down her face, but she's just looking on and just has her hands together in front of her.
Yeah,
Phelan sort of looks at
a crybaby. He's also crying.
Tentatively. He's like, "Are you both all right?"
Roxas smiles and just runs, kind of ruffles your hair a little bit, which he knows you hate.
Yeah, I try to fix it immediately. Nothing has changed.
We're all right. Nothing bad. Nothing. We've been through worse. Trust me.
He nods a little bit. Sort of lets the high of them being back settle.
Shion
kind of rubs his arm.
Shion tries to brush your hair from your eye. Are you okay?
I flinch away immediately.
Okay. Did something happen?
Nessa
I glance at Gaia, like, did you catch that? I'm trying to, like, ask her with my eyes if they're caught up.
She's told us everything. But we still wanted to hear it from you.
Phelan just sort of freezes. She sort of shrugs a little. I mean, if you've heard it, there's not much for me to say, is there?
That's not always true.
He sort of frowns. He feels a little overwhelmed. There's a lot of people in this room, and he did just come back from some terrible news.
Do we want to go to our office and talk?
Phelan nods rapidly.
Aw.
Roxas kind of looks over at Shion. We'll be back to give you the rest of the report. Come on, kiddo.
Kind of hangs his head a bit and follows.
He puts his
As
arm
they
around
exit, Zen tries to give Faye a little hand squeeze if he allows it.
Phelan's fingers they sort of brush against your hand, but he kind of pulls away.
you.
See you back at home, kiddo.
Do you want your teammates to come with?
He nods.
Zen
guys-
looks actually surprised.
Nessa widens her eyes for a second and then just silently follows.
Yeah, Roxas and Xion are also a little bit surprised by this, but happily surprised.
Phelan seems to be a little surprised himself.
Expected this.
Like, no, I actually do want them with me, yeah. Like,
So, yeah, they walk you over to their office, and opening it up, it's familiar, but at the same time distant. It's a similar familiarity to moving into a new home and then taking a trip back to your old one and kind of just touring. It's not yours anymore, but it's familiar, and it once was.
oh, I let out a little breath. I sort of missed this place.
It's dusty. No one's been in this office since they've left. Roxas kinda flips on some of the lights and dusts down one of the couches for you guys to sit on. Xion sits up on the desk.
Yeah, I'll curl up on the couch.
Yeah, Nessa decides to, just curl up on the couch as well.
Zen stands behind.
Well, I'm glad that you guys came with, because this makes this next part a little bit easier.
Okay.
Right.
From what I understand, you guys have already had experience with a couple of people that look like Zenquin.
God, no, not more. Please don't tell me
Ye-
there's more.
Yes.
Nessa kind of tenses up a little bit at that.
Fortunately, encountered one of these people who had kidnapped Team 3.
Nessa's
Oh.
eyes widen at that. They were kidnapped?
Yeah,
Zen can't make eye contact.
we were chasing them across a multitude of worlds to try to track them down. And we were able to retrieve them finally after a fight, but it's concerning. And I mean, it's not the first time we've seen something like this, believe it or not.
But
Just
still concerning.
yeah. People having others similar or exactly alike. It's not an unheard thing. I mean, me and Vantis, sorry, I almost slipped. When we were younger, we basically looked like each other. Almost carbon copies.
A lot of copies of one person, though.
That's the concerning thing. So far, counting the ones that we encountered as well as the ones you guys have, that's a total of about 7 that we've found so far.
7?
7? Zen finally
I
looks
look up at
up.
Zen, eyes wide.
Zen can't make eye contact.
Not including you, Zenquin.
Well, obviously not. They're not Zen. He says that very, assertively.
very forcefully.
Mhm.
Nessa just looks almost angry. She just looks kind of angry.
We don't know what their intentions are or what they're planning, but they seem to want to cause quite a bit of mischief.
More than just mischief. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, we heard about the Polar Express. Which I'm very, very proud of you three for being able to hold your own. Next time, wait for the Masters.
We didn't have an option.
I get that. But still.
The thing that concerns me about the one on the Polar Express is what it knew, or seemed to know.
It knew things about all three of us.
All
Or
three of us.
It pretended to, at least.
That's a concern, yes.
Yeah.
Also was saying one of them that we encountered was saying some pretty weird things himself.
What did they say?
At this point, Shion chips in. Well, they were accusing us of kidnapping you.
Nessa looks up at that almost like angrily, and she's like, they're obviously lying.
We know.
Zen shakes his head, confused.
It tracks with what the one on Polar Express was talking about, doesn't it?
Well, the one on Polar Express seemed to suggest that I was planted here, not kidnapped.
Right, but the point being that they believe you belong with them. Or to them.
I feel like to them is more likely.
Right. No point framing it optimistically at this point.
So, that is where we're at.
Is Team 3 alright?
Battered, bruised, and shaken up, yeah, but otherwise fine. No
Good.
lasting,
Okay.
no
At
lasting
least-
damage.
Okay, that's at least a relief.
I feel like they're not gonna like looking in my direction for a little while, though.
Nessa looks up at
Probably
that
not.
Well,
and she's just angry.
well, we thought it might be a good idea for maybe here soon having all of you apprentices have a little time together. Build up
Phelan
some
glares.
camaraderie. I know. But you've been doing very good from what we've heard with others. We've heard that
Really?
you've been making friends with a multitude of people. Meredith, Romnick, Birch, Matthew.
Nick's a little
And
touch
gone
and go,
backwards in
but
every other conceivable way.
The point of this, however, is more for Team 3 and getting them a little bit more assured of themselves.
only fair to
All
them.
right. I mean, I guess we could do that. That actually.
We don't have a
sounds like
choice.
fun.
He shrugs.
Obviously, we're not going to force you to do this, Phelan, but I think it would be good. However,
Yeah, it might be good.
it will have to wait for one thing. We have a crowning soon.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Did
A
Faye or Nessa, did you tell Zen what messages you received?
I probably would have told. I probably would have let them all know, hey, Matthew's up for Keyblade.
So, do you wanna explain what you received?
Yeah, Phelan essentially received a message that said that Matthew, as well as the other hopefuls who are close to attaining their Keyblades, are off on a trip together, and one of them will come home wielding a Keyblade because Quartz is no longer able to attend. So there has to be a replacement.
They've also basically they have a system in place to figure out when what they've deemed crowning or knighting ceremony will occur. Basically, they have a system in place that will alert them when someone is close to receiving their Keyblade, as well as when
That's why
someone
the
has the
hopefuls
aptitude.
exist.
Yes. Well, also it works on the aptitude, which is what works for the hopefuls. But also it will say, hey,
Right.
one of the hopefuls is close. It doesn't say who, so they all need to prepare. And usually when this happens, they're all taken to a training camp. That will just kind of expedite some training that they need. So.
Okie doke.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
The hopefuls should be back by tomorrow. And they should have the ceremony directly after.
Right.
Okay.
Phelan sighs.
They'll probably be joining Team 1 with Birch and Romnick. No sense in redistributing the already made teams.
Right.
Nessa just kind of looks a little bit like she just looks a little bit sad.
Phelan looks exhausted.
Zen's checked out.
Alright. Well, we won't hold you up here anymore. We'll let you guys know kind of what went on. We'll see if Guy can send you a report.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Nessa just kind of timidly just stands up and is like, "Well, I need caffeine, guys."
Yeah. Glad to see you're back safe, Master Roxas and Master Shion.
We're glad to see that you're doing better. All three of you.
Phelan laughs under his breath.
You guys have come quite a long way from what we've heard.
Apparently not.
Oh, right. Before you guys go, Faye,
What?
we got your gift,
Right.
and
He looks timid.
we got you three something as well.
Nessa kind of
Mhm.
looks up at that. Oh, okay. She wasn't expecting that.
No. Same.
They all, or they kind of motion for you three to come over to the desk.
We do.
Oh, okay.
Phelan walks over.
They hand each of you a, the best way I could describe it is it looks like it's a pendant for a necklace that is broken into three. And when put together, it makes the shape of a dive.
Huh.
And it's color
Sense.
coordinated to you guys.
Zen smiles.
Nessa just kind of looks at it and wonder a little bit.
He smiles weakly and starts putting them together, of course.
But yeah, each one of you gets a third of this pendant.
Thank you, Master Roxas, Master Shion.
Thank you.
Nessa immediately starts, wrapping it around her neck.
Yeah, Roxas turns to you, Phelan.
I groan.
Don't think we didn't
I look
forget.
at him.
Don't think we didn't forget.
It's...
I know it's about a month late, but you know what?
No, that's not... It's fine. It's not really the priority right now.
I don't care. It is a priority. And you see he makes his way over into his private room off to the side of the office. And he comes...
He glances at Shion, like almost looking for mercy, but knowing he won't.
Shion smirks and just... Did you really think we would forget?
I didn't think you'd forget. I just... not exactly in a birthday mood, you know.
It's fair.
We missed your birthday?
I don't
Wait,
have
Nessa
one
immediately. Nessa immediately perks up at that, and she's like, "Wait, what?
Not technically a birthday.
Well, what is it then?"
It's
But I'm here day. He shrugs, throws his hands in the air.
the day we found him and brought to Scala, we decided we would celebrate as his birthday.
Well, it's essentially your birthday
Okay.
then.
Yeah, effectively.
Roxas comes out with a large box. Not like super huge, but like it's a
Costco
decent
size.
about like a foot and a half in length, right? And you just see sea salt on the side.
He grins a little bit, glances up at Roxas.
Roxas reaches in and steals two, hands one to Shion, and puts the other one in his mouth and hands you the box.
I grin and take the box.
There's like a month's worth of ice cream in here.
Ah, that's the good stuff.
Not me
He
expecting
smiles a
it to
little.
be
He doesn't have the
seasonal ice
stomach
cream
for it
cake.
right now, but he's...
Aw. Nessa just smiles and is just like, "Oh, that stuff is." She like looks in the box. Does she? I'm guessing she recognizes what it is.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
sea
yeah,
salt
you
ice
can
cream.
find
It's
it.
a month's worth of sea salt ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah, Nessa's just
So
like, "Yeah,
much.
that is good stuff. I might have to steal
Uh-uh.
some."
I'll probably need help finishing it, Nessa.
Nessa grins at that. No problem.
Thank you. Both of you.
Of course. Happy birthday. And
Smiles weakly.
hey, don't worry about your scores. What I heard, you've been through quite a lot. Okay.
Sort of looks away, doesn't answer.
If you'd like, now that me and Shion are here, and we're gonna need a little bit of downtime ourselves after that mission, you're welcome to come and hang out. We can help you with any studies that you were struggling in, okay?
Be all of them, apparently.
Hey, being in a coma for even a short amount of time does a lot to the brain. And I both of us know.
He smiles weakly at that, I guess.
Also, from what we've heard, you've done very good on practicing your drive form, so...
Oh, you've spoken with Master Stella.
Yeah. She's a good teacher, from what we've heard.
I like her.
Roxas and
I miss you
Shion look
both,
at each
though.
other and smile. We missed you too, kiddo. They both give you another hug.
Ah. He hugs them back.
Alright. Get back to your rooms. Remember, today's just no school, but doesn't mean that you slack.
Obviously not.
Oh.
When have you ever known me to
Well-
slack?
Zen rolls his eyes a little.
Nessa just kind of gives a little smile, and she's like, "I'll do my best." At least I passed.
You guys might want to go get some clothes shopping done today.
Oh?
Why?
Tomorrow.
For the ceremony tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh.
Get something prim and proper.
Nessa just kind of
Have you
like
guys
winces at
seen my
that.
wardrobe? I'm fine.
Nessa just winces and she's like, "Do we have to?"
Yeah, Phelan winces
not-
too.
It's not a requirement, but if nothing else, just wear your normal school uniform.
Fine by that.
I haven't touched that in years.
Nessa's just like, "Okay."
Let's go and see what Meredith has. She probably has stuff for you guys.
I don't want to go
mean, I
clothes
guess.
shopping.
We'll
I
get
guess we
caffeine
could.
and then we'll talk about it.
Hey.
Okay.
Let's
So-
go, guys. Actually, I do want to try and make a pit stop at Master Vantus's office, please.
Well, Faye, you may want to go drop off that ice cream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that-
probably.
Yeah, I
that's
do have to
good.
drop my ice cream off and put it in the freezer. So I'm going back to our dorm anyways.
So, yeah.
I
Zen.
would like to make a pit stop at Master Van's office.
Yep. He will discuss what we discussed before with you.
You can do it here.
Okay.
We don't need to hide it from anybody. But I need to go and talk to him now.
I need to pull up that message is the issue. So, I'm going to just say that we talk about it because I don't have the exact message up.
Okay.
So,
It's not what this is about, but
I
okay.
understand, but he will bring that up to you.
Okay.
So, what else did you want to talk to him about?
I want to go and talk about my scores where I can't hurt Faye's feelings about it.
Oh,
Zen's running to go and tell
Aw.
Van.
yeah. So, Zen, as you head over to Van's office, knock on his door, and you just hear, "Yeah, come in."
He opens the door. He's tearing up a little bit, but smiling from ear to ear.
Hey, everything all right?
Did you see my scores?
I haven't even left the office yet.
He shows a picture of the scoreboard.
Yo, that's awesome. It's a lot better than I could have ever done, that's for sure.
I'm in shock.
Hey, every right to be so. That's a pretty good score.
Yeah, but that's not exactly my normal skill level.
Hey, sometimes, we get a lucky break.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Sorry, it's hard to be excited because Faye didn't do so well, and he's taken it pretty hard.
I get it. But, gotta be there for him.
I know. School's his thing, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
But I needed to talk to somebody about this.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm glad you came to me.
Well, yeah, who else would I go to?
Well, listen, Zen. He kind of sombers up a little bit. I know I'm not your Vantus, but I still want to try to be the best I can for you. So it
I know.
means a lot to me that you were able to come and talk to me about this.
You're still you. Memories or not.
Yeah, but I can tell something's missing. Not just from me. Also, I'm glad you came by because I wanted to talk to you about something.
Okay.
We got news about another opening to the archives.
Yeah?
Following kind of the pattern, it should show up in Twilight Town next week. I wanted
Okay.
to talk to you before this, but I was thinking of volunteering your party since you guys have already explored it.
I should talk with the others, but of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, no, you still want to talk to them,
Yeah.
but I wanted to let you know that I was willing to nominate you guys. So, if you're interested, just let me know what your party thinks.
Do you think another orb is down there?
Kinda. It's weird. It's like I can feel it pulling me towards it, but
Well, you are absolutely not going back down there alone. There's no way.
I'm not allowed.
I know.
But
By Gaia, too. And he smiles.
just wanted to let you know about this, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll talk to the others and let you know as soon as I can.
Yeah. Alright.
See you later, Van.
I gotta get back to paperwork, so yeah. We'll talk to you later. And hey,
Yeah?
I know it doesn't mean as much, but I am proud of you.
Thanks, Van.
Aw.
And he heads out.
Van. A good
Aw.
van.
Aw.
Oh.
Aw.
So,
So yeah, I'll meet up with the group back at Mooglebugs.
Do we go to Mooglebucks? Phelan doesn't really want to go to Mooglebucks.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie.
He can pick it up on the way home. He
Yeah,
can just pick it up on the way home.
yeah, he'll pick it up. He'll pick some up to take back with him.
Yeah,
But I'm saying
Nessa's-
Zen will grab it for you guys.
Oh, then
You
yeah,
don't
then
have to
Faye
go in
stays
there.
in their dorm.
Yeah.
Faye doesn't want to
Actually,
leave.
Yeah, Nessa's actually at Mooglebugs, like just sipping on chai tea.
Okay, yeah.
so yeah, Zen, you see Nessa's chilling there.
She's just like it's almost like she's falling asleep over her chai tea.
Yeah, Zen orders another one of each of theirs to go and goes over to Nessa.
Oh, hey, Zen. Hey, how?
Hey.
Yeah, hi. And she takes another like a big sip.
You good?
I need to go. Yeah, I need to go back to bed or something. Are you going back to the dorm? Are those for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll come with you. And she just kind of slowly staggers up and just gives a sleepy smile. Okay, let's go. Let's go. And she checks the order and she's like, "Do we have any Danishes for Faye? We need to cheer that boy up."
Yeah, I kind of figured he wouldn't want to be surrounded by people right now, so.
Yeah, I guess. So, and she just sleepily follows Zen back up to the dorm.
Phelan,
Yeah.
you're making your way back to the dorms, yeah? You see a figure standing in front of your room, knocking on the door.
Blink a few times in confusion. Who's the figure?
As you get closer, you see that it is Matthew.
Oh, Matt. I wave.
He turns to you, and you see his eyes are nothing but bags.
Matthew. I run up to him. I'm like, are you okay?
Huh? Yeah. Hey. Here, you need help with that?
I'm fine. I got it. He holds it in both hands. He kind of like opens the door with his foot with the boot.
Here. And he kind of like tries to take the box out of your hand.
I let him take it. Thanks. I
Yeah.
open the door for us. Welcome him on in.
Sorry, I didn't know if you guys were in or not.
No, we just got back. Master Roxas and Master Shion came home, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We just got back ourselves from training.
How'd it go?
He turns to you sleepily. Yeah. Yeah, it went.
It went.
It was good, though. I mean, it's not something I'm not used to, but they do not hold back in the slightest.
No, they don't.
He takes a peek into the box to see like what it is, and then moves over to the kitchen to put it in the freezer.
Want one?
Huh? No, I'm okay. Thank you, though. I am just...
You need a nap.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I do. I think I can agree with you for this for once.
Make use of that blanket.
Yeah, which, thank you for that. I took that with me on the trip, and it helped me sleep.
I'm glad. He blushes and sort of looks at his feet.
Where's the others?
They went to Mooglebucks, I think.
Okay, so they'll be back soon.
Yeah.
He kind of shuffles a little bit. So I kind of excited for tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only one of us, but hey, it could be me, and hope it is. It's been a minute since I've been working towards it.
It could be. But I'm proud of you either way.
Thanks. It will kind of suck, though. Because if I'm,
right.
if I get my Keyblade, I'm gonna have to team up with Team 1, and he kind of like...
Romanik.
He scrunches his nose at that, like, oh.
Romanik's really not that bad.
You say that.
He's almost nice to me.
Almost counts in horseshoes. That's about it.
Shakes his head a little bit. Well, we'd all miss you terribly, but we'd be happy for you. And if you don't make it, you will. Just in time. And you get to spend more time with us. He elbows him gently.
He rubs the back of his neck. Part of me kind of wishes or at least hopes that I don't get it. Because still got a lot of places to take you guys on that gummy ship.
Me too, a little. I felt like a bit of a jerk about it when you texted me, and it was my first thought.
It's fine. I think we've all thought it.
Yeah. But hey, if you do get it, we're sparring. Like, immediately.
Whether we get it or not, we're sparring. Because I need to get stretch my legs a little bit and It's been a while since I've been able to use my blade, so...
I'd love to. I won't go easy on you. I'll have you
I-
know I've trained with Master Gaia for 3 years.
Never expected you to.
He smirks a little bit.
So... Anyways, I just wanted to check on you guys before I crashed and slept
Please
till
go
tomorrow.
get sleep.
I'll wait for the others and let them know what's going on, so...
Okay.
At this point, he sits down on the couch, looking just absolutely exhausted.
Yeah, Phelan leans up against the wall. He's still a bit dejected.
A couple of minutes pass before Zen and Nessa, you make your way into the dorm.
Zen just walks in, not even looking exactly, and hollering out, "Faye, I got your drink!"
And set it on the counter.
Matt, you're back!
You say that, and you realize a little too late that he had dozed off on the couch.
Oh.
He startles himself awake a little bit and just, oh, hey guys. Oh.
And Nessa immediately feels bad, and she's like, "Oh, Matt," and like she goes over and she's like, "Just go back to sleep, Matt. Just go back to sleep. It's fine. It's fine.
No,
it's fine.
no, I'll
Go
go
to
to-
sleep. Shh.
I'll go
Just
to
go back
my-
to sleep. It's okay."
I'll go to my room. It's fine.
Nessa immediately like pulls out a blanket and she's like, "No, no, 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 no. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Just go. And she gets out another pillow and she's like, "You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Just it's
No,
fine."
hey, Nessa, I'll go to my room. I just wanted to come and see you guys since we got back.
Oh, and she immediately realizes, "Oh, how did the training go?"
He kind of he slow blinks, sort of the same way that one would blink when they're absolutely exhausted.
Oh, Nessa has the same blinking problem. She's just like,
They're both so beat.
Yeah, they're so beat.
He's absolutely exhausted. His eyes look almost like he has two black eyes, just from how bad the bags are.
Matthew, go to sleep. Go to your room. I can catch them up. Go on.
I just want to let you guys know I'm back, and tomorrow I'm looking forward to it. Keep you guys' hopes up.
Nessa's just like, I have faith, Matt. And if it doesn't work out, then that just means we spend more time together, right?
Yeah,
That's
you
what I
get to be
told him.
stuck with us for a little longer.
He kind of smiles. I think we were all thinking the same thing.
I think
Nessa
so
just
too.
laughs as well. Well, go get some sleep. And then Nessa just is like, suddenly just like gently like pushes Matt off the couch and starts taking the place on his place on the couch, and she's like, "You kept it nice and warm too." And she immediately conks.
Oh,
I'm glad you're back, Matt.
yeah, I'm glad to be back. Thank you guys.
Team 3's back now too.
Oh,
I
that's
assume
good.
Faye told you about Roxas and Shion, but Team 3's also back.
Yeah. Faye caught me up with everything, so how'd you guys do on your tests?
Nessa
wanna
just
talk
starts
about it.
snoring.
Zen makes eyes at him like, you shouldn't have said just eyes of, you shouldn't have said that.
You should get some rest, Matthew.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk later. I'll see you guys tomorrow after the ceremony.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'll see you guys there. And he smiles and gives like a little bit of a tired half wave before walking out of the dorm.
Once he's doors shut, he's likely out of earshot. Zen sits at the table and is like, so we have one more serious thing to talk about, guys.
I can't do any more today. And Phelan just buries his face in his hands.
I'm sorry, Faye.
Nessa's
can't
out on
do
the
this.
couch.
Just rip it off like a band-aid, Zen.
There's a new opening to the archive forming.
Oh, of course there is.
And Van wanted to see what we thought, but he wanted to volunteer us. There might be another orb down there.
Then we have to go.
That's what I thought too. That's what I thought too, but I didn't want to take the agency away from you guys. But
Nessa,
we have to, right?
how do you feel?
She snorts and she's like, "What? Wait, what?"
You want to go back down to the
Nessa.
spooky catacombs?
She kind of sleepily looks over and she's like, "The archive? Are you? Wait, what? Wait, what?" And she immediately like starts sobering up a little bit more, and she's like, "Wait, there's another. Are you telling me there's another opening in the archive?"
Yeah.
Twilight 10. Oh wait, no, that's you. I don't know that.
The concerning thing is it's in Twilight Town.
Thank you.
Nessa
Same.
immediately tenses up at that. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well,
So
well,
my
we
first
obviously
That's
worry
where your
was
mom
we-
lives.
Yeah, we gotta make sure it's not near Nessa's mom's.
So yeah,
Nessa
all
just
three of us we have to
immediately-
go.
Yeah, and like you can see a little bit of panic starting to form behind Nessa's eyes, and she's like, "Guys, we obviously have to take care of it, right?"
Tell Van. Text him.
Yeah.
All three of us were in.
I immediately text Van, we're in ASAP.
He just sends a thumbs up emoji.
If they don't send us, we can go anyway. Guy said we're not on house arrest anymore. Just a thought.
I had the same thought, I just wasn't gonna say it out loud.
Well, then if they're smart, then they'll send us of their own volition.
I agree. We should
Nessa
talk to
is-
Roxas about getting another return orb.
Nessa
I don't wanna get
starts
stuck there.
pacing a little bit.
He
So just starts
frowns.
pacing a little bit.
We don't want to get stuck in there.
Absolutely not. We don't.
We know now the door
Remember the last
shuts.
time?
We don't know if those things grow on trees or if he has another. Let's just wait, see if we're chosen. If not, we might have to do it the hard way. We can
Well,
always tail whatever
absolutely.
team goes in.
Absolutely. I'm on
Any
board.
But if
team-
Van is vouching for us, this might not even be. Let's not plan for it until it happens.
Yeah.
Nessa
And let's
is
face
just
it.
like,
Sorry, go ahead, Nessa.
oh, Nessa is just like, guys, we just. I don't care if we don't get chosen.
We're
We're
going.
the only
This
team
is-
that can go. What, are they going to send a brand new hopeful turned apprentice with Romanic and Birch in there?
Or three
Or
freshly
Team 3 who have
traumatized
just been... We're the only
kidnap
ones they can
victims?
send.
I mean,
or
we
God
have the
forbid,
multiple
send
choice.
more masters.
Oh
And risk losing them? Not smart.
Again.
no.
We're already on short supply.
They have to pick
Say
us.
that again.
They have to.
Yep.
Play better.
And if they don't, then we will be protecting whoever is going down there and getting what we need.
Right.
This means
Agreed.
we might have to fight that thing.
We should have fought it. Well, I guess in hindsight.
We weren't strong enough to fight that Fae.
Master Guy told me that if we hadn't left, it wouldn't have ended well for Master Vantus anyway, so... Still,
Really,
I wanted
really good.
dead. We have to go after it if we see it.
I know.
Nessa nods. Absolutely.
I'm worried though. That thing is horrifying.
Oh, we can take it. He waves his hand. He's like, if we can decapitate you, we can handle whatever that is.
Nessa
He
just
grabs
kind
his
of
plate
looks
finally
up.
and throws it back.
Like Nessa just kind of like looks up at that and she's like, "Oh, way too soon, Faye. Way too soon."
Phelan shrugs. He's like, when has anything gone right for us that didn't involve ending something? Name me one time, I'll wait.
Zen's hand is shaking a little while he's drinking.
Nessa's just like, you're right.
Jeez.
We can't let them
exhausted.
We can't let them take anything else from us.
No, it's time we take things back.
Nessa just nods very solemnly at that. No more.
No more.
Nessa, we should tell your mom to stay in the house for a couple days.
Nessa's like, now she's like texting her mom, and she's like,
remember, the door opens sometime next week.
Okay, so next week to stay inside.
Okay, so Nessa immediately texts her mom, and she's like, "Hey, Mom, I can't explain everything, but don't leave the house for a little bit, please." And that's basically what she sends.
Okay. You'll eventually get a response back where she just, all right, sweetie, do you need anything before I...
And then she's like, "Nah, we're good, thank you though."
Okay.
Phelan just sort of frowns. He's off in thought now. He's in his headspace.
So
Zen pulls out a notebook and starts planning.
The rest of the day is your guys's.
Eventually, Zen will try and get them to come with him to Meredith's to shop, but...
Oh, yeah, that's right. We do need to do a shopping trip, don't we?
Oh, okay. Phelan is not going shopping today. He will text Master Stella, though. He's gonna see if her office is open today.
Yeah.
If you give me your sizes, Faye, I can just get you something easy so you don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, Phelan will just give Zen his sizes.
Nessa's like, okay, I'll come with. All right, let's get this over with.
Yeah, Stella's office is open.
All right, then I'll swing by and see her while they go shopping.
Okay. So you guys, you're able to. Do you go to just one of the?
Meredith.
Do you go to Meredith?
I want to see Meredith.
They see Meredith. I see Stella.
We're just getting all our NPCs today. We have a checklist.
You go to the student store. Meredith's not there.
Oh, the hopeful trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Matt's back, so I assume.
Yeah, but
Meredith
look how tired Matt was. She's probably off work.
You're so right.
Yeah.
We're fools.
Well, let's just get something easy and then go. If Meredith's not there, then if nobody we know is there, then eh.
Yeah, you can find some just rather formal-looking clothing.
I'd spend a lot of time feeling textures for Faze to make sure it's not something that's gonna make him uncomfortable.
Nessa just keeps looking at like a nice a pair of pants, like a pair of slacks, and she looks at Zen very, very bluntly, and she's like, "I don't do dresses."
Yeah, that's fine. Those are cute. You should get them.
Okay, and she just immediately picks it out, and she looks around, looks at his shirt, and then she immediately points at the shirt, and she's like, "Does this is approved? Yes, no, maybe so."
Yeah, that matches. That should be fine.
She had just in a very matter-of-factly fashion, she just picks it out. She doesn't even try it on, and she just immediately goes to the counter, and she's like, "I want to get these. Please let me out of here."
Zen just pores over textures and stuff, trying to find just something that's formal enough but comfortable for Faye and not too attention grabbing. Because Zen already has what he needs for himself, so he's just focusing on making Faye comfortable.
Fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nessa immediately purchases her stuff, and she's like, "Okay, I'm out of here." And she just and she ends up just going back to the dorm.
That's fair.
Yeah. Nessa, when you get back
I was
to the
hoping
dorm,
to see Meredith, but oh well.
when you get back to the dorm, Nessa, you do get a text.
Hmm?
You do get a
I
text.
look at my phone.
It's an unknown number. But it does say, hey, I got my phone replaced.
Meredith! I
Nessa
forgot
just
she broke her phone.
and Nessa just kind of smiles at that, and she immediately adds Meredith to her list of contacts, and she texts back, and she's saying, "I'm so glad. I felt so bad."
She just responds with sort of like a nervous thumbs up emote.
Uh-huh. Nessa just chuckles, and and she's like, and she just texts, "How did training go?"
Meredith would respond with something along the lines of like, it went well. Very exhausting. Didn't get a whole lot of rest even when sleeping. Very, very rough on the training itself, but I think all of us are ready for tomorrow.
Nessa gives a thumbs up, and she's like, "I am excited for tomorrow." Fingers crossed for everybody.
She also sends a fingers crossed emote to that.
Cute.
Okay, and then yeah, that's basically the end of the conversation for Nessa.
Yeah, because almost immediately after, she sends a snoring emote.
Yeah,
Nessa's
all the
like,
hopefuls
"Oh,
need to
that's
take a
so-"
nap.
Yeah,
they're
Nessa's
so
just like,
tired.
Nessa mutters under her breath, "Oh, so relatable," and immediately goes into her dorm.
So,
Oh, by the way, quick question. Totally fine if you don't have an answer. When we stopped by Gaia's office, did Zen see a plant in his pot that he gave her?
you saw
Is there a
soil.
plant in that new giant pot? Ooh,
You saw
so it's coming
soil, but it's
soon.
no plant yet.
Exciting.
Exciting.
Oh,
Mhm.
shit! I almost completely forgot. Zen actually is gonna either call or text whatever Jameis.
Okay. Yeah.
He's gonna text him a picture of the scoreboard and be like, see? I told you were gonna be able to help.
It goes on red for a while.
He's busy. He has a job. It's fine. He has several
job.
jobs.
But
He has
eventually you'll
several
get
jobs.
a sticker response that's more of just a GIF. And it's the numbers passing the person's head. The
Jameis.
doing
Yeah, I
the-
know the
Or
word.
Jameis.
Mhm.
So So,
So,
you guys do anything
Tomorrow.
for the rest of the day?
Phelan does.
Yeah, Faye and Stella.
Right, Stella. So yeah, Stella is at our office.
Yeah, Phelan's gonna do his stand outside the door, deep breath, routine, open, poke his head in.
Oh, come on in.
Step inside, close the door quietly behind me.
So, how are you
Hey,
doing?
Master Stella. Not great. Being honest.
Really? I thought you would be doing better from your master's coming home.
Yeah, me too.
Well, and she pulls up a chair next to her. Come sit. What's bothering you?
He sits down, Sort of rubs his darkness arm. Honestly, I would talk about it to them, but I don't feel anyone here is going to understand but you. I feel like everyone else is just going to call me dramatic.
Oh, I doubt that, but... And you can talk to me about anything you need to.
I don't think it's midterms, but midterms definitely didn't help. I can handle underperforming. That's fixable. You just try harder. I can study more, whatever it takes. That's solvable. But I don't know. Being clever was one of the precious few good things I knew about myself. I don't know much. And now I just feel like an idiot. Like there's a really thin veil separating me from the part of myself that I met while I was comatose, the part that hurt my friends. I don't want to be just efficient at hurting others and that's it. I can't handle that, not by myself.
She thinks for a second. Listening. Very attentive, eyes on you. Well... Do you have anything that you do outside of training and studies and missions?
Not really.
She thinks for a second. Would you mind walking with me?
I'll follow. Stands up with her.
She walks you out of the room and walks you down the hallway. And you kind of know somewhat where you're going. And she leads you to the music room. The whole way there, she's explaining, you know, when I was in school, I was terrible at tests. Absolutely couldn't do them. I failed almost every single one of them. But
Really?
I was chosen for a number of times to tutor people. Because
Interesting.
I was good at study. I was good at working through problems if I had the time. The issue is when you're in a test, you don't have a whole lot of time.
No, it's very limited.
So, as far as your schoolwork goes, just because your test says that you didn't do as well as you think you should have, doesn't mean that you aren't smart. You're a very, very intelligent person, Phelan. You don't need numbers to tell you that.
I guess I got a little bit reliant on scores because up until now I was good at them and it was provable. I could see it, it was tangible.
But you're also doing much more than you were then, right?
Well, yes.
And that'll take away. And you can't be perfect at everything. As much as one wants to be.
You're right about that. Gods know I've tried.
There it is. She walks you into the music room. and you see, for the most part, it's empty outside of you two. And on the stage where the teacher would usually stand is a piano. And she smiles
I look
and
a little confused at first. I've never been in here. I'm just looking around.
she smiles and sits down on the bench and pats the bench side next to her.
I scoot in and I stare for a little bit at the keys.
She smiles and motions like she's about to start playing, and then she presses on the keys.
He just listens attentively.
Do you watch her? Her hands?
I do.
Or her face?
I glance up at her face.
Her eyes are shut. She seems to be smiling. This seems to be something that she finds extreme comfort and happiness in.
And then I glance down at the keys and I start following her hands.
Make me a mind check.
Let's go. See if we do better at music than we do at tests. Sure does. That's a 9.
Yeah, you followed it almost too easy. Like, you know exactly what notes play what sounds. You can almost play ahead of her because you know what note goes next.
My hand starts hovering.
Yeah. You almost recognize the song that she's playing. And you realize that it is missing a lower key.
Cautiously, I go ahead and follow in with the lower key.
Alright.
Look up at her.
You begin to kind of play alongside with her. And she looks down at you with a smile.
My eyes are wide.
And you guys kind of just play for a minute. It's soothing. It's familiar, and it's odd that it's familiar. It's almost like you know how to play entirely, as though you've been playing for years. You miss a couple of notes here and there, but you
Or
catch
rusty.
back up. And ending off the song, she smiles down at you again. And
His heart's pounding. He looks shook.
Mm.
He sort of glances up at her.
Aw.
That's not something you just know, right? That's something that's taught.
sometimes one is very talented.
But that's an instrument.
Yeah. And you're very good at it. Would you like to learn more?
Yes. Please.
She smiles and stands up and moves to one of the cabinets, pulling out some sheet music. And she'll begin to teach you how to play the piano.
Cute. Babies.
Aw.
Moth.
Moss.
Aw.
And with that, we will take our first break.
Let's go.
Cool.
Breaky time.
Welcome back from the break, guys. So, Where we will be picking up will be the next day.
Okie doke, the hopeful thing.
Okay.
Who is it? Who is
I'm
it?
scared. I'm scared. I'm genuinely shaking.
It's fine.
So we all get dressed up all nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nessa just puts on her slacks and just puts her hair back up into a ponytail, and she's like, "Okay, let's do this thing." But she's
Phelan's
also
looking at his. Sorry.
Nessa is slightly distracted though. She tends to zone out and disassociate sometimes, and then kind of shakes herself out of it. But she's a tad bit distracted. She's got things on her mind.
Justified. Worried about her mom and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Faye,
Phelan's
you
got
will
his-
also notice that the sleeves of your dress shirt also have those little tiny hole pockets for your thumbs.
Ah, yes,
so that you have
good.
something to fidget with.
Ah, yes, he immediately starts rubbing them between his thumb and the palm of his hand.
Zen does the big brother job good. He knows
Yeah,
what to do.
Faye glances up at Zen and is like, thank you.
Yeah.
It's cozy.
I know dress clothes can be uncomfy, so.
He wrinkles his nose a little and nods. He glances over at Nessa. He's like, Nessa, you on Earth? Yoo-hoo.
And it takes her a moment, and then she's like, "Oh, what? Oh, yeah, I just got things." And she starts fidgeting with her charm necklace a little bit.
Oh, I just rolled for who it is.
Oh god.
Faye
So,
sort of walks over to Nessa and frowns a little bit and worried about Twilight Town.
She kind of looks up just very slowly and just nods, sadly, and she's just I want to take care of it as soon as I can, but I know that it's not even open yet, I guess, and just she just starts, fidgeting even more with her necklace, almost a little bit frantic.
Faye puts a hand on her back and just, I don't have family there, but it's an important place to me too. We can do it. We can protect it.
Did you ever describe your necklace, Nessa?
It's a very deep purple. It's very glossy. There's a little symbol inside it, but she hasn't been able to read what the symbol says.
Fair enough. Okay.
Zen also puts the shard of darkness crystal onto his friendship necklace that we just got. So he has something to fidget with as well.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, we're gonna be late.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And really quick, I just want to ask where everybody is right now. Like, am I the only one really hoping that Matthew doesn't?
Nessa kind of nods her head and she's like, "Yeah, I don't want Matthew to go, guys."
Phelan
She
turns
kinda
red and just sort of, he doesn't answer. He just looks down.
Yeah. And Nessa
Like,
just
I feel
Nessa just,
like an asshole. I feel selfish, but
Well, Matthew, when he was here yesterday, I told him I felt a bit like that, and he said he sort of felt the same way. Like he almost sort of hopes that he doesn't make it because he wants to spend time with us too. So he didn't seem to hold it against me, if that helps.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, he's been wanting this,
I want it for him
No,
too.
I want it for him. I also don't think that if he gets on a team with Romanik, one of them is not going to make it out alive. And I don't think it's Matt that's going to be the one that perishes.
Oh.
I think
Well-
they'd come around, but
I hope so.
Yeah. Anyway, we should probably
Yeah.
head down, huh?
We don't want to be
fingers
late.
crossed. And he walks out.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys make your way over to the meeting hall, where you guys were first assigned each other as a team.
Big circle.
Ooh, throwback.
Nostalgic.
Big circle room.
You guys are kind of led to stand off to one side with the rest of the apprentices, sort of in like a honor guard lineup. You see Romanic and Birch, both in very nice dress clothing.
I smile weakly and waved at them a little bit as we pass.
Birch smiles and gives you guys a thumbs up.
Nessa does the same with Birch, but completely ignores Romanic.
Yeah, I at least do it to both of them. But
And on the other
Then we'll actually engage and be like, you guys excited to get your new teammate?
Birch just nods vigorously, whereas Romanic just stays completely silent.
Valid.
On the other side is Team 3. And they seem better than what you could have expected.
Good.
Alex and Bart have a couple of bandages on their faces, but otherwise nothing too bad. And Liza is, she's there, but she seems a little distant. And they see you guys and they nod.
we nod back.
Nessa nods back.
Zen eyes them cautiously.
They don't seem to be, like, flinching at you at the sight of you, Zen.
That perks him up a little bit.
After a minute, the masters file in. And then another minute, the hopefuls file in.
I grab onto Zen's sleeve. I'm so stressed.
Zen just takes
Nessa's
Faye's and Nessa's hands.
Nessa takes Zen's hand, but is started playing with her charm. She actually starts fidgeting with the darkness charm that's also on her necklace.
So, first comes in Matthew. He's in very formal. He's in a very formal suit, sort of black with gold trim. Behind him
He blushes and grips Zen harder.
Zen smiles and also blushes a little.
Meredith comes in after him wearing a somewhat matching dress. Tight to the body, but flexible. With gold and gold trim along the black sparkly fabric. After her comes Avier in a matching suit to Matthew. His hair pulled back. Next comes in what can only be described as someone who... a person made out of a pure plant. You know her as Lilac. She is a young Florin who... her hair kind of where she would have hair, her head kind of comes up like a Bulbasaur bulb. And there's a little lilac flower that actually is blooming off to one side.
Cute.
And she's in a similar dress to Meredith. Next comes in Treble. And Treble is the only one that is not in clothing, and the reason being is he can't change his clothes because he is a ghost. He is a ghost from the Danny Phantom world. He has a little slouch beanie on. His hair's kind of flitting under. Looks like blue flames. he's got earbuds plugged into his ears, and it trails down into his jacket pocket, and he kind of just floats in after. And last but not least comes a small mousefolk girl by the name of Kratz. She is in she's in sort of a school uniform version of what all of the rest of them are wearing. Waist skirt, blouse, but the same colors of black and gold. And they all line up in front of the semicircle table that you guys once did when assigned to your parties. Gaia stands.
Zen is holding his breath.
Looks along the line and then at each of the apprentices. Today, we welcome a new Keyblade wielder into our ranks. You will take on the responsibilities of those who fight against the darkness. And you will fight for your friends. And you watch as all 6 of them hold their hands out.
Zen squeezes Faye and Nessa tighter.
Nessa's just watching, just fidgeting even more.
Not Nessa. Phelan just stares at Matthew.
He's sweating. His eyes are closed tight. And you guys lose your vision for a split second after a flash of light. When you regain it, you see a new Keyblade in the hands of Meredith.
Yeah, let's go, Meredith.
Oh,
let's go, Meredith.
Yes!
The Keyblade looks like it's made out of wood, almost like a trestle, with ivy growing up it, and the tooth itself looks like a wagon wheel.
Cute.
I love her.
What a cute Keyblade.
And you see the keychain is actually a little cash register.
Love her.
Very cute.
The rest of the hopefuls drop their hands. Faye, you see a tear kind of just roll down Matt's eyes. And
I kind of pull almost like I want to move to him, but I can't break ceremony, so I stay still.
he glances towards towards the apprentices, and his eyes don't land on you guys, but rather he lands on Birch.
Ow.
Before glancing back forward. Gaia smiles and step forward, apprentice Meredith. From this day forward, you will uphold that which we stand for, and you will take your place among your party. And she motions, and Romanik and Birch step forward and step next to, on either side of Meredith. They both summon their Keyblades, and they kind of hold it out in sort of the same all for one and one for all pose.
Aw.
Cute. Very cute.
Cute.
And everyone begins to clap.
Nessa
Cringe at the sound.
Nessa just softly, she's not actually clapping, but she's just silently putting her hands together, just kind of politely.
Zen is like a Rottweiler on a chain, just waiting for his moment to go and run to Matthew.
Same. Phelan's much the same.
After the clapping dies down, all of the hopefuls bow and exit the room, single file.
Zed's just waiting to be released.
Yeah, same.
Gaia turns to all of you, and motions, and kind of following the same suit, Team 3 and you guys step forward. Wielding a Keyblade is more than just fighting off those who would cause harm. It is more than a sword. It is a shield to protect those that you care about, to protect your friends and your loved ones. Stay true to it. And with that, she dismisses you guys.
Then
Phelan
sprints. Zen
Yeah,
is running as
Phelan
fast as his legs will take him.
Darts.
Nessa is just patient. She just makes her way over.
Yeah, Birch follows you guys. Like, she's booking it out the room.
I feel
Where's
bad for
Matt?
Meredith, but she has to expect this.
Nessa
Yeah, we're
actually
hunting for Matt.
Yeah, like you guys are sprinting for Matt, but like Nessa actually, goes to Meredith and she's like, "Congrats."
Meredith just smiles, like, she's beaming wide. She's super excited, and she gives you a big hug, Nessa.
And Nessa gives her a really, really big hug back, and she's like, "I gotta go talk to Matthew, but
Yeah,
I'm
go.
Yeah. So, but I'm so glad you got it, Meredith.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's so
I'm
good.
so excited. This is awesome. I'm gonna have to
I can't wait to see you in training.
I'm gonna have to figure out the student store, but like that'll be for later. But yeah, this is awesome. I'm so excited to be part of the group. And she kind of turns.
So much fun.
She turns and she looks at Romnick, and then just kind of squints. And he just looks at her and scoffs and starts walking away. I'll break him.
I believe her.
And Nessa just absolutely beams at her and is like, I really hope so. Good luck with that. I will be so happy to see that day. And then she just gives Meredith a little squeeze before she leaves.
Yeah.
Meredith and Birch are gonna break that poor boy.
Mm-hmm.
Zen and Faye, you make your way out of the meeting room, and Avier and Matthew are hugging each other, and you can see they're both just kind of silently crying into each other's shoulders.
Oh God. I don't break that up at all. I just sort of wait patiently at my side, with my hand sort of hovering near his back.
While you guys are watching, you actually see Matthew isn't as crying as hard as Avier is.
Oh, buddy.
The rest of the hopefuls are all kind of gathered around each other. They seem to be very close. All of them. Kratz has her hand, like, squeezing Lilacs, and Lilac seems to be sobbing what can only be determined to be sap.
Okay.
Treble, like, is, like, playing with his music, like, his phone, and it seems to be playing with his music, but you can see just tears welling up in his eyes. And after a minute, Matt pulls away. He hasn't... Now that you can get a good look at him, he hasn't been crying. His tears are welling up, but he hasn't been crying. It's mostly been Avier. He kind of just has his hands on Avier's shoulders, and he's smiling and giving him affirmations.
Aw,
Of course he is.
sweet boy.
And Avier sniffles and kind of nods and goes to talk to the other three when Matthew notices you guys. And before you guys can do anything, Birch tackles him.
Oh.
Aw.
No, that's fair.
And
Yeah,
that
that is fair.
that's when his tears fall.
Oh.
Aw.
And all you can he seems to be sort of a blubbering mess into her ear, and all you can hear from her is just, "It's okay. It's okay. You and I'll be up there someday. It'll happen. You'll be right there with me, I promise."
Ow.
Aw, buddy.
And that
Phelan
takes
just stands quiet.
that
Yeah.
takes another minute or two. And by the point that Birch lets him go, the other hopefuls have taken off.
Mm-hmm.
They've smile, they've acknowledged you guys, given you guys a wave and nods.
Mm-hmm.
One sec, I just unplugged my headphones. There we go. All right. So, yeah, by the point that Matthew is let go, the rest the rest of the hopefuls have made their way to go about their day.
Second Matt is let go. I feel like Zen and Faye are rushing him now.
Phelan's careful. Phelan just sort of puts a hand on his back, glances up at him.
Zen can't help it. He rushes him.
Yeah, Nessa is just being patient and just kind of waiting her turn. She's just kind of hanging back, just being patient.
Tears all anew. Matthew kind of just cries into Zen and reaches his hand out for Faye.
Oh, I take it. I get into the hug too.
Oh, Nessa can't
Then
help
grabs
herself now.
Nessa.
Yeah.
Nessa
Then
can't help
grabs
herself now.
Yeah, you guys all hug, and he's just... Through his tears, you just hear him go,
Aw.
"At least still be your pilot."
Yeah, you're
And Nessa
stuck
just
with us.
squeezes
It's-
him.
Phelan, in a similar manner to how Gaia did, honestly, sort of tries to help him wipe a tear or two away, and looks up at him. He says, very seriously, he says, "You're not just our pilot, and you're not going to be our pilot. Do you hear me?"
I know. I really wanted this.
And
I know.
hey, you can still teach me synergy and everything like that. I'm still a noob at that.
Yeah.
We're going to work on
Definitely
this
are expert
together.
on that.
I've been wanting this for so long.
No.
You know.
You know what, Matt? It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
And she just kind of ruffles his hair just a little bit, almost motherly.
Yeah. You're right. I know you're right.
Doesn't mean it's not hard, and we get that. We know it's still hard.
You guys feel a hand, like a presence, and when you peek
Hello?
up, it's Isaac,
Oh, no, I knew you would.
no!
and he's just got his hand on Matthew's back, waiting for his turn.
Scoot back like a
Yeah.
yard. I
Yeah.
immediately distance from Isaac.
And yeah, Matt
I pull
he
back.
he pulls Matt into a hug, just hand on the back of his head, and just giving him
Nessa just kind
affection.
of hesitant. Yeah, Nessa just
Yeah.
goes back and hangs out with Faye and Zen.
And he kind of looks up at you. Isaac looks over Matt at you three and just smiles softly and gives a wink of like, I've got him.
Faye is
Nessa
tense. He
kind
doesn't
of-
see this.
Nessa just kind of, cocks her head at that and is just like shrugs and then pulls out her phone. She's just neutral.
Yeah, Matt. Isaac's just trying to tell you guys basically without saying anything that he's got Matt at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Birch
Phelan would not see this social cue, so
yeah, Birch would actually lean over to you guys and let's get going.
Yeah.
All right. Nessa nods and goes with them.
Once
Making
we're out of earshot of Matthew, Zen's just gonna tip Birch. Well, you definitely have the perfect partner in crime for breaking Romanek.
Oh, don't worry. I've broken him a long time ago.
Nessa's just chuckling and she's like,
He's frowning.
This is gonna be great.
His brow's
Face
furrowed.
frowning.
Yeah.
Nessa kind of, takes note of that and she's like, "What's up?"
I just am confused.
Hmm?
What's up?
I don't know.
Oh?
I'm feeling a bit of sympathetic frustration for Matthew right now, I think. What Master Gaia said at the ceremony, Keyblade being more than just a weapon, being a shield to protect and help others. I don't know anyone who does that.
Hmm?
I'm just,
Hmm.
I don't know.
What do you mean? We do it all the time. Every time we use a Keyblade to banish the darkness and fight heartless nobodies, we're protecting those around us.
I know, it's just, that seems like an area in which Matthew
Essentially,
excels. I wish I could figure out what's holding him back so I...
Nessa kind of looks at Faye and she just kind of smiles and she's like, "The time will come for him. And it may not be the right time. But you know what? Matthew is already powerful. So powerful."
This is true.
But it's not about that.
I'm learning so much about synergy from him, and I don't know. He's got plenty of power. I think he's
not
going to be more
about the
powerful
power
than
either,
all of
though.
us.
I don't think you guys get it. He just wants to
Mhm.
be included.
I understand that.
None of this is gonna comfort him. Telling him he's powerful in synergy doesn't he can't wield a Keyblade. And telling him that it's a matter of time just sort of... I don't know. It's true, but it feels cheap. And I just...
Isn't exactly an active solution we can make for him.
Exactly, that's why I'm frustrated.
Birch.
It might just be a mental block. It might just take, I don't know. I don't have a memory of a time where I didn't have my Keyblade, so it's not exactly my area.
Birch hesitates for a second. It's definitely something that's concerning, because he's actually been a hopeful the longest out of this current group. He's been hopeful as long as I've had a Keyblade.
Honestly, I wish
Is
I could
there-
give him mine.
He knows.
Nessa
I feel like he'd be
kind of
better
is-
at this than I am.
Nessa's kind of thoughtful for a second, and you can tell that she's really thinking hard about something, and she's like, "Is there someone we can talk to about Keyblades forming? About have they done any research?"
Well, the professors
mean,
of Keyblade
plenty.
combat would be, what, Master Gaia and Master Vantus?
Well, Mr. Vantis
I
isn't
just wonder.
unfortunately going to be of much help right now.
Unfortunately, the Keyblades come when they feel it's right. It's not something that we can decide. We can only be ready for it.
Keyblades are stupid if they don't think Matthew's worthy, and he crosses his arms and pouts.
And that's not
Oh.
exactly true. I mean, from what our studies, what the studies, at least of the Masters, have shown, and that's why we're able to find the hopefuls, is the Keyblades are got their eyes on them, for lack of a better term.
Determining that they're worthy, just not ready.
Yeah. He's worthy. That's no doubt about it. And everyone knows it. It's just a matter of being ready.
It almost makes it more frustrating.
Yeah. It really does. Trust me. I'm right there with you on if I could give him my Keyblade, I would. Why do you think he and I fight so well? We train together. He's actually one of the few people that can hold on to my Keyblade for extended periods of time.
Yeah.
Maybe
He
there
just looks
just needs
sad.
to be
Well,
some kind of emotional breakthrough.
Maybe.
I know that could be a trigger.
Well, we're gonna get him there.
Oh yeah.
I'm not graduating
yeah.
until he has a Keyblade in his hand.
I will not take my master exam.
Yep.
Same here.
Zen just puts his hand in the middle.
Yeah, he puts his hand on it too.
And besides,
But do you think that's what Matthew would want?
No.
You think he would...
oh,
Zen recoils a little.
He might think that you guys are holding back for him. And he doesn't want to be a detriment.
There's just no good way to feel about this. He just
There really
kicks
isn't.
at the
Well-
ground.
I think this is just something we have to feel weird about for now.
yeah.
Okay.
It sucks. But
But
hopefully they'll be able to detect that another hopeful's ready soon, and this time it'll be Matthew.
we'll cross
And then all the
fingers
teams
and
are filled out, and then he can stay with us anyway.
toes. That would be
Hopefully.
Hey, I'm really glad that you guys are his friends.
awesome. Of course.
Really
Yeah,
glad
it's
we
easy
got
to
the
be friends with
opportunity.
It's easy to be friends with Matthew.
It really is.
That's true.
I think he needed you guys.
Thanks for taking care of him, Birch.
Of course, he's my brother.
Yeah.
Phelan leans his head a little bit on Zen when she...
Zen gives him a squeeze across the shoulders.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, we get the vibe.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go get a little bit more comfy. I hate these formal wear.
Yeah, me
Thank-
too.
The lard, yes. And Nessa is just like, ugh, yes, vibe.
Oh, Birch.
Hmm.
I finished your book.
Oh, what'd you think?
Well, if you give me your number, I could text you some feedback.
Oh yeah, and she here, you all get it. And she
Yeah.
she hands over her phone for you guys to input.
Yee.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll send you the review. He smiles a little.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. See
Bye,
you later,
Birch.
Birch.
Bye, Birch.
And she smiles and kind of jogs off to the dorms.
We should do something for Meredith.
We should.
Yeah.
I
that
don't
would be
mean to
fun.
seem like I'm
We
not
could-
happy for her. I guess I'm just
No,
sympathizing with Matt.
I understand. It's And I think she knows that,
That's very understandable.
you know?
Yeah, I know. I don't think she'd hold it against me. I just wanted to make it perfectly clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm ecstatic for her, but
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like seeing Matt hurt.
Me either.
Yeah, no.
And poor Avier, he seemed really torn up.
Yeah. Avier took it hard.
I mean, he is really
Maybe-
good at a lot of things. It kind of makes sense that...
Faye tilts his head a little.
Yeah, Zen,
He feels like he might have some insight into how Avier feels right now.
Zen grins at
Uh-huh.
him. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, tests.
Nessa just kind of smiles at that, and she just looks thoughtful. Yeah.
So,
Oh.
you guys make your way back to your dorm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nessa wants to get out of her stuffy clothes.
Yeah.
Yep.
By the time that you guys finish, changing and relaxing into your dorms, you do get a knock on the door.
Oh,
Oh.
Nessa immediately perks up and gets it.
It's Matt.
Oh, hey,
And she's
Matt.
like, oh, hey, Matt, come in.
He smiles and steps inside and, hey guys, sorry about
Hey.
that.
No, don't
Hey.
apologize.
Nothing to apologize
No,
for.
no worries. Nothing to apologize.
And I don't like crying in front of people. It's a little vulnerable.
Me either.
It's relatable. It's totally fine, but it meant a lot to you. And we knew that.
Yeah, but... And he kind of rubs the back of his neck, and you can see his eyes are still a little puffy.
You're allowed to be vulnerable with us, Matt.
It's just... A weird part of me was really happy.
Aw.
Yeah?
I don't think it's that weird.
I'm just... I like spending time with you guys, and... It would have made me really sad if I got stuck with him and was not able to be around you guys as much anymore.
Well, who knows?
No.
Maybe you would have decided that you liked him just as much as us.
Ugh.
Being forced into a metal death trap
Phelan
with him for a
snickers.
few days.
Ugh.
And Nessa's just like, don't worry, Meredith is gonna and Nessa just giggles.
I'm glad it was Meredith. She's been working her butt off for this.
Well, everyone's been working their butt off for this. But you gotta be ready when you're ready, Or be prepared. And she's just like fumbling her words, and she's just suddenly getting embarrassed, and she's like, sorry, that didn't come out right. I mean,
I
I just
understood what you
mean-
meant.
and she's just like,
Is there any word on Avier?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Have you
It
heard
has to
from
be
him
holding
since
up.
the hallway?
Oh, he went back to his dorm. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
He,
Okay.
he was having a lot of emotions, and somewhat similar to mine, where he was both happy and sad.
Oh?
Well, if he got his Keyblade, he'd have to give up Chocobo racing.
Oh.
That is fair.
Oh. Nessa just nods.
Or, well, not really give it up as a whole, but he wouldn't be able to be the team captain anymore, and that means a lot to him.
Mhm.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a little worried.
No, it's fine. I get it. I was worried about him too, but he'll be okay. I know he will.
That's good.
I wish we knew the others a little better to sympathize with them, but the ones we do know, we were certainly
Yeah.
worried about.
Faye shrugs. He's used to not knowing anyone.
Yeah,
Matt,
but now
Nessa
Zen's
just-
kind of wanting to get to know people more.
Matt hesitates for a minute. Would it be
Oh.
alright if I hung out here?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, anytime.
Nessa immediately is like, okay, here's the deal. And she immediately goes to the kitchen and she just puts on her chef's apron and she's like, I'm cooking because midterms are over, the training is over.
He
let's make some
groans at the mention of midterms.
And she's like, and all of that crap is over. I'm gonna make us some good food. And she starts pulling out stuff for like curry.
Matt just kind of smiles and moves to sit down on the couch, hesitates for a minute, and then sits.
Yeah, Nessa's just starting to chop up vegetables and it's gonna be chicken curry.
Yay.
Awesome.
God, now I want curry.
We just had
Phelan,
curry.
Phelan
I
goes
know.
ahead and grabs a sea salt ice cream. He just nibbles at it.
Fair. Matt, what are you doing? Or, not Matt, Zen.
Matt, what are you doing?
Matt, what are you doing? Why are you dying?
Doing?
Matt's like sitting on the couch. I thought that was obvious.
Matt's sitting on the couch asking himself, Matt, what are you doing?
True.
What are you doing
I
with your
mean-
life? What is Zen doing?
Zen's just gonna chill.
Okay.
Maybe grab his guitar, mess around with it a little.
He'll pop a squat next to Matthew with his little ice cream.
Yeah.
Nessa's just busy in the kitchen.
After just a few seconds, you guys hear a little you recognize the sound of just a boing boing of Chatrithy bounding. And when you when you look out into the center of the living room, he's bounding from the TV over to the couch with 2 controllers in hand.
Don't you have something better to do?
Nope! Throws one over at Matthew and then jumps into your lap, Phelan.
You knew what the answer
I
to that
shove him
was,
onto the
okay?
floor.
Hey!
You have to
Oh.
ask.
Please.
No.
Please.
No.
Pretty please.
Stop asking.
But
Go
you
bother Nessa. Go help Nessa cook.
But I want to play with Matthew.
Too bad. Go help Nessa cook.
And Nessa kind of gives a glare from the kitchen and she's like, Chatrithy is gonna make a mess. He's not allowed in here. And she kind of gives her mama bear
Well, then
stare.
go sing with Zen.
But I want to play games with Matthew.
Go.
He's actually
Play
good at
with
the game.
Zen. Go play with Zen Quinn.
You're mean,
Just
and he
on
like
the
I am. And I can be
just
meaner.
on the other couch, strumming away. Like I'm not getting involved in this.
he like tosses the controller at you, Faye, and then bounds
I
off to
catch
one
it.
of the bedrooms.
Phelan puts a hand on his head like, ah.
Matt kind of Matt's it's odd. He chuckles. And it's almost like the first laugh he's probably had in over a month.
Faye blushes. Faye
boy.
glances up at it and is just heart-struck. Just,
Well, you wanna play a round or two?
Yeah, sure. I don't really know how this thing works.
Here, I can walk you through it. And he'll load up the equivalent of Super Smash.
Excellent.
And he'll help Faye understand the controls and whatnot.
Phelan's trying to pay attention. He's trying very hard to pay attention. But there's also Matt right there, so some information's getting in, some information.
Yeah, he's every now and then he's just like leaning over, like, no, you hit that button.
Right. Sorry, got it.
Here, and he like grabs your hands and readjusts them on the controller. Hold it like this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. His face is red. All right. I got it. I think I got it.
Cool. All right, let's play. And he sets it up for teams so that way you guys are on a team.
Oh, cute.
Aww.
Very good.
But yeah. Charithy bounds towards you, Zen. After
No.
It's your problem now.
well, first he went towards the bedrooms. Then he comes bounding out with Zen. Or towards Zen. And just
Oh.
like it's kind of funny. So like he's somehow collected a bunch of different like pots and pan lids and is like trying to play the drums with you, Zen.
Caleb looks over sharply. Please stop. He's grabbing his ear.
Right. And Matthew actually reaches into his shirt pocket and pulls out. It looks like a set of earbuds.
What is this?
Oh.
Should help with the balancing of your ears.
What?
Well, I noticed that loud noises hurt your ear, and this will help.
Okay.
Oh.
It's
Alright.
think of it like a hearing aid, but it better.
Okay.
Backwards?
Well, I mean, it helps you hear out of that ear more, but also keeps all the noises balanced, so you don't hear less out of one or more out of the other.
Oh. Okay. Tries it
they,
on.
They kind of look like AirPods, a little bit.
Screaming.
Are we gonna have like a colorblind glasses moment?
Yeah, it
Ooh.
genuinely is like a colorblind glasses moment of like, or like a hearing aids
Yeah,
moment.
Phelan
Yeah.
puts it in and sort of blinks a few times.
It's
That's
clear.
different. That's what I sound like?
Yeah, it is clear, it is crisp, nothing is overstimulating.
Aw.
Zen tests out a couple chords that
And-
you
His
have
eyes
here in
light
a whole
up.
new way.
And it has another kind of cool feature too.
Mhm.
So if you say the words "quiet down now," and when he says that, all sound goes quiet. You do not hear a single thing as he's talking.
He looks so at peace, and then he blinks and he looks at Matthew like wait, how do I put it back?
He's Zen, you hear him say, "Listen up now," and Faye, you can hear sound again.
Ooh.
It's very cool.
It's only I can deactivate my voice from it, but it will only activate if you say it. So,
Okay.
Hey,
Did you make these?
well, I kind of noticed that you've been having trouble hearing, and so I just it's been when I said that I was working on your Christmas present, this is what I meant. So, Merry late Christmas.
Phelan just hugs him real tight. Thanks, man.
Aw. Aw. Nessa just kind of observes this from the kitchen and just takes note of, she just takes note of stuff while she's just cutting up vegetables.
When you peek,
It's so funny.
when you peek back at some point, Nessa, Spring is currently Spring's been helping you cook.
Oh yeah.
and is currently like has a piece of raw chicken in its mouth, just slowly disappearing in its mouth.
And Nessa's like,
Can they
come
digest
on,
that?
Rain.
Yeah, they can.
Rain.
What?
Oh.
It's better when it's raw.
Oh, well, I beg to differ. It'll give you salmonella. She just
Give
kinda
me
laughs at
what?
herself. Okay, as long as you don't get sick, I'm okay with it.
I haven't gotten sick once.
Well, okay then. And Nessa just pats Spring on the head and just keeps cooking.
Faye's still mystified. He's hearing like their conversation. Matthew, he's hearing like the game, he's hearing like the chords. Just looking around in awe.
Aw.
Later in the evening, as you guys are kind of hanging out, cooking dinner and enjoying each other's company, Zen, you get a text.
Okay.
You text Van that you guys were in, right?
Yes.
He sends you a text that says, located the opening location. Will be open in 5 days. Your
Zen's
nomination
stomach sinks.
Your nomination has been accepted. You will meet in the forests in the outskirts of Twilight Town.
Zen's stomach just sinks, and
Well, you do know that the forests are nowhere near Nessa's mother.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's comforting.
but just the shattering of our good mood. And Zen just sends a thumbs up and decides he's gonna just wait until tomorrow to tell anybody about it.
Yeah.
He will privately tell Nessa at the end of the night to tell her mom that she's gonna be fine.
Okay. And Nessa does, when you do tell her later, she's just like, you can see like some relief, but that panic is still there in the back of her eyes. But she's trying really hard to, she's trying really hard to hide it though.
Yeah, Zen just decides to let everybody enjoy their good night and not ruin it right now.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Matt does ask if he can stay the night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
course,
yeah,
of course.
absolutely.
He does not want to be alone in his dorm right now.
Justified.
So, yeah.
Phelan starts putting together the same nest that they put together before.
I can just sleep on the couch or something. It's fine.
Nah.
I feel bad if you guys didn't sleep in your own beds.
I don't like sleeping in that room anyway.
Okay.
And Nessa kind of gives a sly look and she's like, well, I'm sleeping in my bedroom. And she goes off to her bedroom.
Phelan turns red. Phelan's, don't leave me here, but like with his eyes.
Oh, she's
He looks
like,
at Zen.
and then she looks at Faye and she's like, you'll be fine. Like, says with her eyes, you'll be fine.
Phelan looks at Zen.
Zen sees Faye's pleading and grabs his pillow to come and join the nest.
Oh, that's a sigh of relief.
Matt's out
And then
cold.
Nessa,
Sorry.
yeah, Nessa sees this and she's like, FOMO, and she gets her own stuff out too.
Yeah. Matt collapses into the nest before any of the rest of you and kind of starfishes out. And he looks like he's just kind of playful, like, yeah, I'm gonna just take over all the space. And then he's just out.
Oh,
Phelan starts gently tucking him in a bit. So he has blankets. Just sort of curls up beside him. Doesn't really lay down to sleep yet, just sort of sleep.
Nessa just is like,
Zen takes the couch.
Nessa actually, she's like, you know what? Matthew's not awake anymore, so she's like leaving she's leaving Faye to just
Yeah, we're normal.
So she she sees that everyone's normal, and she's like, okay, I'm going to my own
We're
bed.
not missing anything now, yeah. It's just us. Just us nerds. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's snoring. He is out fucking cold.
Babies. Phelan stays up.
Yeah, Zen stays up a little while.
Oh, Nessa's asleep at this point.
This is zonked out.
Oh,
How out does Matthew look?
drooling.
Drooling out?
He's gone. He's gone.
He's gone. He is out cold.
Phelan gets up and then sits next to Zen. Sort of gives him the puppy eyes of like, I want to talk.
What's up?
Mm.
What's going on, Faye?
Hmm. You said we could talk about the mistletoe later, right?
Yeah.
Dang it! I wish Nessa was at Zonk right now. God.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, it's okay. No worries. Go for it.
It's okay.
It
We
was
can
a
have
Zen.
our own private convo about that.
No. You know, Matthew sort of explained the social rules around the Miss Polar Express while all of you were sleeping. And I'm kind of starting to realize I don't think I would have followed the social rules.
Well, there are a few different options. There's the romantic angle. There's the
That's
more
sort of what I'm
friendly angle.
getting at.
Right?
I don't think I would have taken the friendly angle even if... And I don't know what to do with all of that. I've only just now made friends, and it's starting to scare me a little. Because I
Well,
don't have a whole lot of friends to lose, and I don't want to lose Matthew.
buddy, I don't think that if you went for it, you would lose Matthew, even if he didn't return your feelings.
It'd be weird. I don't want
Maybe
things to be weird.
it could be weird for a little while, but we know Matthew. He cares very deeply about all of us. And one little awkward moment, in the rare circumstance that he doesn't share your feelings, is not going to stop him from being our friend. Not going to stop him from being your friend.
Okay, he glances back down at Matthew to make sure he's still asleep. A little panicked.
Oh yeah, no, he's still way out cold.
He grins when he sees the drool puddle. He's like, yeah, he's still gone. Thanks, son.
Yeah. And if it's still scaring you, and you're not ready yet, then there's no shame in waiting a little longer too.
Okay.
I will tell you, boy is oblivious, you are gonna have to be the one to make the first move. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, you're not exactly talking to somebody with glowing relationship reviews.
I mean, at least you've had one. I didn't leave an office for like 2 years. Master Gaia was like, oh my god, you talked to 3 people. So proud of you. Like, this is a whole other world.
Faye. Yeah, that's true. But you also gotta figure that I was pretty isolated as well. I mean, I was in that apartment in the land of departure, miles away from school, only going in to go to class and coming home to an empty
Wait, how did you find
apartment.
boyfriends then? You've dated, right?
No.
No. I've wanted to,
Oh, we're both just as lost.
but no.
Oh, man.
But
Mhm.
I do tend to be a little bit quicker on social cues.
Yeah, I'm not great
Just
at
a
that.
touch. Just a touch.
Okay. Thanks, Zen. I'm sorry to bother you with all of it. It's stupid, given everything that we have to care about right now. But
It's not bothering me, Faye. Your feelings are important to me.
thanks, Zen.
Yeah. And he gives him a squeeze and he's rolls off the back of the couch. Now I'm gonna go pass out.
Night, Zen.
Night, kiddo.
Phelan sort of curls up on the floor next to Matthew and lets himself drift off.
Aw. No.
Babies, avoiding his drool puddle.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to go on the other side of that.
Yeah, it's Matthew's like basically like reached up his shirt, scratched his chest. His clothes are an absolute mess at this point.
Buddy.
It's literally like napping with a golden retriever.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, tracks.
Yeah, tracks.
5 days later.
Oh,
5 days
no.
Later, 5 days later, 5
Oh,
days later.
Yeah,
No.
it is to be assumed that
Let's go.
Zen caught everybody up in the morning
Yeah,
after
yeah,
they
Yes.
had a good night.
no.
Yes.
But he was not talking to them about it when things
No, that makes
when
sense,
they
makes sense.
needed one good day.
5 days later.
5 days
5
later.
days later. You guys are
We-
making your way to the where you were informed the entrance has appeared.
We
Oh,
would try and get another return orb if possible.
Yes, you
If-
will retrieve one return orb.
Thank the gods.
Okay. Thank you.
Upon
Mhm.
making your way there,
No.
you see kind of growing out of one of the tree trunks of this massive forest is this opening. And that same chill that you guys had before.
Zen gives a shiver, looks at the others, and is like, okay, we know what we gotta do. Stay close. And if things get bad, Faye, crush that orb.
Got it.
Nessa nods, and she's like, "Okay." And Nessa's actually the one who goes first into the entrance with her keyblade.
Okay.
Faye follows behind.
And Zen takes the rear.
You guys make your way down. Do any of you have fire spell?
I think only
yes,
Nessa.
Charlie.
Oh,
Oh,
Faye.
do I?
Yeah, Nessa has it.
No,
Okay.
sorry, I have lightning bolt. I'm a good
Nessa, you do remember you can use fire as sort of a torch.
Okay, yeah. So she puts fire and she holds it with her keyblade. in
Does
front
that
of
count
her.
toward Nessa's drive?
No.
I
Okay.
technically don't have a drive.
Oh, I forgot. I'm the only one. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
Be
I
quiet.
have synergy.
yeah, we need stories. We need in-story reasons to get it. But yeah, Zen also has his keyblade out and is gonna be doing
Yeah.
his consistent scan again.
Okay.
So, you make your way down the hallway. It's familiar, it's cramped, it's musty. It's
Mm.
Terrifying.
Mm.
It's the smell of mildew and rotten wood assaults your noses. And the wood goes from it as you guys go down, the walls and floors go from rotten wood to stone. And you begin stepping onto stone steps.
God, I hate this fucking place.
Okay.
And upon entering the massive hallway from before, the one where you encountered all of the memoirs, Zen, you get a ping from your scan.
Let's look alive.
Just Keyblade.
Nessa immediately raises her Keyblade to the ready, seeing what's there.
You guys raise up the Keyblade. You remember that there's a torch, a giant chandelier torch up above Nessa.
Oh yeah, that's right. She launches her fire spell into it.
You launch it, and you see the room light up, the pillars igniting with flame. Shadows dancing across the walls, and a figure standing at the end of the hall.
Nessa immediately just raises her Keyblade to the ready.
What do you say?
Who's there?
Elias.
Oh god, okay. He kind of looks up as Nessa calls out, and he gives a little wave and he goes, "Oh, fancy running into a bunch of you guys down here." Hello.
Nessa
Identify
is
yourself.
Nessa's just completely flabbergasted at how friendly the voice seems to be, but still keeps it ready.
Phase on guard. It doesn't phase him at all.
No need to be alarmed. I'm not here for a fight. Trust me. Name's Elias, and you lot?
Phelan.
Nessa.
Zen.
Nice names.
Zen, as this exchange happens, you suddenly get more pings coming from the ceiling. Tens.
Memoirs.
Oh.
Again.
Oh, Nessa immediately gets back on guard.
He starts focusing.
Do you guys draw your Keyblades?
Oh,
It's
they're already out.
Oh, they're already out.
Elias.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you guys watch as this person you've never seen before draws a Keyblade.
Oh.
And as
Nessa
you watch,
looks over in alarm.
you guys watch these spindly, skeletal figures of Heartless crawl down. That's where we'll pick
Ooh.
up next session.